Hello and welcome to Devstream number 37, where we have a very special stream, a never before live art demonstration from members of our concept art team. But before we get to that, we're going to start off with some housekeeping every stream. For those of you wanting to know what alert we're going to have up for 24 hours after the stream, it's going to be an Orokin reactor blueprint, because we haven't done that for a while, and a lot of people probably have some new Warframes waiting to be potatoed. So look for a 24-hour reactor blueprint after the stream on all platforms. Some other updates, 14.5 has been submitted to certification on both platforms. If you're on PS4, get ready, because maybe you'll have some news early next week, so coming soon. And we're going to be giving away 3 platinum prizes this stream, as with every stream. And it's very exciting because we have 2 new members of the concept art team here. And without further ado, our couch pair of wonders with, I think this is our first stream with no alcohol, so I have found a warm beer if anyone wants to drink it.
Yeah,
so we
warm
can.
Beer.
So I don't know if we want, but it's probably disgusting.
That's okay.
But we at least need to have alcohol present on the stream to meet Dev standards. So now that we've done that, who are you? Who are you guys? You're on the couch.
I'm Roger. I'm one of the concept artists here.
How long have you worked here?
2.5 years. Yeah.
Excellent. And Warframe is the only project you worked on here? Yep. So you've been concepting for 2.5 years for the Warframe world.
From not like, I know the project is been around DE for so long, but I've been on it since it was just kind of getting going.
Right.
So
that's right. Excellent. Yeah. Actually, our first question is from your friendly noggin. So how did you become a concept artist?
It's been quite a while. It's from, I saw episode 1, Star Wars episode 1. That was like 1997.
Right,
so
like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks.
Refs.
And I bought a magazine about it at the supermarket, and at the front of it was concept illustrations. And at the time, I didn't know that was a real job. So that's what kind of started it, where I started learning about that. There was a job in films and games that you could just do a single design and then move on to something else. That's what I love about concept, is that I'm always working on something else.
And we're going to see lots of it today,
Yeah.
so that's exciting. And Janice.
I'm Janice, and I'm the concept artist and partial UI artist for Warframe. I've been working here for just a year.
But
I was an intern.
Yes, you were.
2 years ago.
That's right. So, and Warframe is the only project you've worked on here?
No, I got to work on Star Trek and Halo.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So, lots of things. That's awesome.
Lots of
okay.
things.
And how did you start? Well, you were a co-op, so you were studying at one point.
Yeah, I went to Sheridan College for animation, and I'm not a fan of animating, so I decided to learn on my own, concepting on the side.
Right.
From school assignments. Yeah.
And here you are.
Yeah.
Work for the Tenno cause, doing good. That's
right.
awesome. So,
For the Tenno.
did you have any formal schooling background?
No.
Right. So you were self-taught.
Yeah.
You.
I took programming in school.
Right. Shader programming.
Not
Yes.
programming, no.
Because we have a whole book on it here to talk about. So.
But I found that wasn't really my passion, so
Right.
I kind of, while I was working at a phone company, I started just to learn on my own.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Built-in portfolio is the key for those of you looking to get into the concept
Yeah.
art industry.
Pretty much, yeah.
Portfolios.
Always portfolio.
Yeah.
Always, yeah, that's generally the number one thing that people don't realize, is how important that portfolio is
For
if
sure.
you're applying. So if you are interested in being part of a concept art team anywhere, portfolio.
Yes.
So words of wisdom from not a concept artist. I don't know if you guys.
No, that's
School
absolutely
helps.
true.
School
know.
helps, but portfolio is much more important.
Yes.
You have to, I feel like if you do go to school, you have to supplement your education
Right.
quite a bit. So,
There you, and the portfolios.
yeah.
So we have something very special. If you read the news for this dev stream, you'll know that we put the words live art demo or live concept arting, and it's true. We're going to have both of you, talented and skilled artists, up on the board. Skilled artists, polished, skilled. I've learned so many proper terminologies here, but
Thank you.
I'm going to start quizzing you on some shader. And you're going to be live concepting an environment
Yes.
and power icons for a community idea.
Yep.
So we had the design council put together a whole bunch of what they'd like to see concepted from the environment perspective and from Warframe abilities. And Roger is going to be kicking off this stream by doing the environment. So
Yeah.
what are you going to be drawing?
I read through that whole thread, and there were so many great ideas that I immediately went to the Grineer Queen's throne room.
Awesome. So that was suggested by a few.
Yeah, quite a few people.
A big binary name, which you decoded as
Yeah,
Sam.
Sam.
And as well as Morco
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So you'll be doing a
you want me to go now?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
would love to see this. We're going to get this show started with some live art. So,
Exciting.
the Grineer Twin Queens throne room is going to be live concepted by DE concept artist Roger.
Mr. Adams.
And he's walking over Mr. Adams.
Mr. Adams.
Do you have like a ritual before you start a new concept that you'll need to do? Because you're going to be on camera. So
Not really.
Okay.
Power-ups. Push-ups.
Push-ups. Yay, I hope to see the throne room, and you will. And there is the starting of an environment. So you guys work in the concept department, and what kind of aspects of the game do you concept most?
Usually environments and weapons. That's what we're given. And usually props too.
Right.
Environments and props usually go together.
Right.
Yeah. It's fun.
So Dean, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
So, is it okay if I say something?
Yeah, please. This is
So I started on the topic a little early because I was kind of excited and I kind of wanted to get a feel for it. The Grineer Queen hasn't been designed yet, I don't think. So I had my own little stand-in that I was going to use for them because I kind of needed, because that character will help define what this space will be about.
absolutely.
So as I kind of explore some ideas about like what this space is going to look like, it's such an interesting topic because when you think of a throne room, and I pulled some reference up. Here's Odin's throne room from Thor.
That's right.
It's majestic, it's large, it's mostly clean, and those things aren't really Grineer. When we first started Warframe, Minky gave us this cheat sheet. Let me show it here, with the different factions,
Is that
and and they kind of
Main
describe
inspiration.
like if you look down in the bottom of these things here, the shape language or the form language,
Right.
and how Grineer and Corpus and the Tenno all have their own individual styles, and that's what kind of gives them their identity.
Right.
So if we look at, and I still refer to this sheet, like even anytime I'm kind of hitting a wall or things aren't going well, that the Grineer are bulky, uneven silhouettes with bulbous masses.
Right.
As opposed to what we have for the Corpus and what we have for the Tenno. And on this sheet, it could probably be expanded to what the Infested are and what the Orokin are. And as
Right.
we add more factions, we'll keep expanding this sheet. So, like my thinking on this whole idea
Oh,
was,
wow.
how can we mix those two together? How can we have a regal Grineer setting, but still keep it really chaotic? I think of the Grineer as reckless,
Yeah.
with their weapons or with their whole kind of outlook on it.
They've kind of have a reputation of being brainless, destructive, and
Right. Yeah.
violent.
Violent to the point where like it's just reckless. It's just everything about them is.
Great. That's awesome. So this is the throne room. This is where the Twin Queens, who the players know a bit about, they are the leaders of this faction. We bow to the queens. This is where their terror is decided, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So bulbous and asymmetrical was
Bulbous, asymmetrical. What was it again? Did I close
Greebly
it?
bits. Always greebly bits.
Oh,
Griggly bits.
Greebly? Mickey calls it greebly.
Gribbly.
Little detailed art parts of Grineer.
So I'm going to show a couple techniques here. I've got a little Grineer guy
Oh,
that I can
hello.
shrink down. And
Oh,
you,
for
Grineer
scale.
dude.
and you can kind of see the impact, how this looks when I change the size of
Totally.
the character. So I have, let's see.
Wow.
So this is not the Grineer Queen. This is my own thing.
Right.
But I'm kind of using her as a stand-in.
And the software you're using is Photoshop, in case anyone is...
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think this is CS6.
CS6.
So we can kind of have a shape in there. Again, like the character will actually help design this environment. If she turns out to be like a boss character,
Right.
then this whole environment will change into something else. But I kind of see it as maybe something where you come to her and you are asking for her guidance, or you have to tell her what's happening in the ongoing battle against the Tenno.
Like the Tenno have just destroyed another Fomorian, and she probably won't be pleased by that.
No.
Off with her head.
Off with her head, indeed. Wow.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of moving around shapes, and you can kind of see like I'm still even using this Grineer brush
You're
guy.
brushing with Grineer.
Yeah.
Oh my
Brushing with
God.
Grineer, because in a way it doesn't really matter what brush I use,
Right.
because it's all about this kind of shape design that I'm trying to figure out, and the kind of how I did these.
Holy smokes.
Like I did all these other ones, is that
Right.
like you can do them so quick in this kind of format, this black and white format, that I can bang out a bunch of these in a short amount of time. And
Right.
these aren't finished in any way, but because the art directors here are artists themselves, that they can see these very quickly and understand if this is going in a direction that they want to see.
Right. I mean, you guys have invented the art style for all of these factions, and
Yeah.
the corpus, of course, if you were doing a corpus, robot thing, you'd have to do a whole different approach to your shapes.
Oh yeah. Corpus is always like straight and like symmetrical.
Right.
Yeah.
And your shape Bible.
Yeah.
So I guess going on that, Armored Hunter asks, how much time on average does most concept art take before it gets work decided to be in the
Yeah.
game, included or not? So what you're working, you just showed us a few of your approaches here. So this particular concept art you're doing live during the stream, is this something that once you were done this, say in 20 minutes, you would have a yes or no to move forward with it, or?
It can take like a week. It depends how busy everyone is.
Right.
Yeah. Usually it takes like a few days though for them to get back to us.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Then
you'll be working on different tasks and
Yeah. Yep.
getting like a detailed concept versus a silhouetted sketch. Like at what point are you told to move forward with a silhouette, or do you always try and present the most finished concept?
Depends what they ask for. Right now they ask like for quick sketches just to get like a feel of the idea
Right.
or environment. So those are usually maybe a day or two to just get everything down, and then if they like something they can pick it and be like, oh, continue with this one, make more
Gotcha.
concepts and ideas with this.
Right.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Well, that's really cool. So, we've added a ceiling.
Ceiling.
This is a technique using custom shapes that it kind of allows me to throw down a lot of detail in like a short amount of time.
Right. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I am terrified of ever entering the Grineer Twin Queen's throne room, because holy smokes,
It's dangerous.
it looks very dangerous. This is not somewhere you want to go without either a Tenno head or good news about
Yeah,
your
that's
task.
right.
That's crazy. I guess just a general concepting question as you're in the process here is from Sherbnez, who asks, I remember the concept artists mentioning that gun-shaped concepts that don't make it sometimes get remade into spaceships or vice versa. In your opinion, what current weapon could make the sickest spaceship, and what spaceship would work as a cool weapon design?
Oh man. I just like all the Grineer ones because they have such interesting shapes.
Bulbous and
Yeah,
asymmetrical?
yeah, that's right. And they all look like insects, so
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see that. Usually it's just like a square shape for, I don't know, a ship.
Right.
So it's really different if they have Grineer shaped ships.
You saw the new core that just went out on PC, how it's like a Grineer
yeah, that would be so cool.
That would be a pretty good ship. Oh, did you flip the image?
I did, yeah. Flipping the image is really important to do. It helps you see everything new, to like look out perspective problems or
Right.
composition problems.
Oh wow.
because there are two queens, I thought maybe like it's so interesting the concept. I hope we can see it soon. That maybe one is in this bigger kind of throne room, and maybe the other one is in a smaller one.
Right. Like diversity in their actual throne will show you what their personalities are like.
Perhaps, totally.
Great. Yeah, I mean, we even on piece. Oh, is there another little silhouette
one.
stamp?
Silhouette stands.
Little.
I've got so many. Like I've got
Are those all made by?
these are Corpus guys.
Oh my goodness! I think the community are going to have a collective heart attack seeing that you guys have brushes of their.
A bunch of Grineer guys just hanging out.
Rave party for the Grineer.
But
Wait a minute! This is just a plan to get the party concept done.
it's such a great technique because I can put in plants quickly. I can put in.
Would the twin
mountains.
queens allow plant life in their throne?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Seem like life destroyers.
It's not
That's
allowed.
crazy. Oh my goodness.
Some of these I've made. Some of them I got from other artists.
Right. So this is all within our office. People that made these brushes, or I don't.
Yeah, he makes all like the Warframe brushes, and then I steal it off of him to
Oh
use in
wow!
mine.
I feel like we might need to release these to the community. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be some serious. Yeah, can you put those brushes out and release the brushes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think chat just had a collective. Oh my god! But I'm gonna give away 1,000 platinum right now because
Platinum.
someone has earned it
Platinum
by watching
time.
our stream today. Here we go.
Exciting.
Here comes 1,000 platinum to someone. Who's it going to be? Jovial Warlord. So Jovial Warlord. You've won 1,000 platinum. Message our Twitch page with your in-game alias, whether it's on PC, PS4, or Xbox, gamer tags, PSN ID. You have won 1,000 platinum. What? I know you're saying what, but it was you, and I'm so proud of you today for winning 1,000 platinum. So to claim it, message our Twitch page, and that will be yours in no time. So way to go. That's awesome.
Nice.
Have you started again?
I started again. You know what? I'm actually going to go back to this one. I had an idea for this guy that, I can quickly show you.
Right. So this is
idea.
one of the early
This
quick
is an
sketches.
early one.
Oh.
What if it was like this,
Ooh.
and now you're forced to come and talk between the two of them,
Ooh, that seems very Grineer.
Yep.
and you'd be like, let's see, let's put.
Are you using a mouse or a pen? Asks chat.
Oh, I have a Wacom tablet. Here, Janice uses a Cintiq. She's gonna rough it today and use a tablet.
Oh,
That'll be
poor Janice,
challenged.
out of your
That's
element.
right, I used to work from a tablet back in the day.
Back in the day, and now.
Back when I was young.
Now. I suppose one interesting question about inspiration when it comes to concept art, like Roger spoke to earlier, he saw concept art in a Star Wars magazine, and that's kind of what started him. 7T and a lot of others asked about what if you guys draw inspiration from any anime, and if so, what anime?
Ooh, anime. I usually draw mine from video games, like RPGs.
Right.
Anime, I can't think of any right now.
I started reading Akira recently.
Oh,
I think
there you go,
it's
Akira.
just so beautifully drawn.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I guess Clockwork Spectre asks, what real life items and places do you use as inspiration for your concept art?
Oh, that's a good one. I use a lot of weird things that no one would ever think about.
I think we have one of your pieces that I'd like to show about
Okay.
a potential real life inspiration.
Okay.
This would be Janice's creature.
My creature. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can speak a little bit about that. So Roger's environment speed art concepting is going on in the corner there. He's doing the Twin Queen's throne room, and we're going to take
Oh, Grineer sea creature.
Grineer sea creature.
Yeah.
There
I
you
love
go.
designing creatures.
So what's going on here?
So this is like a giant octopus type creature, but with the Warframe spin on it. I like science a lot, so I get to draw from all these documentaries that I like to watch. Yeah, that's right. My main inspiration was called a Mantis Shrimp, and the art director Matt told us that this guy has to like punch through Grineer buildings. It has to be strong enough to punch it. So the Mantis Shrimp have like these super strong.
Is that the sonic claws?
Yeah, I think so. They like boom. They just like jab whatever is coming closer. So this guy just hides in the depths waiting for Grineer ships to come by.
Because
And
we
this
did show some concepts, I think, from other members of the concept team of the underwater tile sets that are coming. So he's gonna, whatever this guy is, and is that one of the little stamps there for scale?
Yeah, for scale, it's the Roger stamp.
It's a Roger stamp. That's excellent. So when you get to concept these creatures, you're told the design and what they're intended to do, and then you go from there?
Yep, and then I look for references, like, I believe that's, I don't know, I looked up this huge giant crab. It's like the size of a trash can.
Is that the coconut crab?
Yeah, the coconut crab. I'm like, holy crap. So I like the color on that crab because he can camouflage within the depths.
Yeah.
As you can see in the top right image there, he's kind of camouflaged, but not really.
Oh, he's in there. Eh?
Yeah, he's in there.
Look out, Grineer. Look out, Tenno, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe Tenno. I don't know if they're gonna attack.
Oh, so do you think they're going to be more of like a skybox piece? Or?
Yeah, I think they're meant for skyboxing. So you'll just see him in the distance.
And he'll maybe come and punch in.
Yeah, punch in the Grineer structure.
While you're in it? Oh God, that is terrifying. And another question we have is, that's excellent.
Oh, thank you.
Another question we have is from Harab. How do you guys begin designing Prine gear? What do you do to draw inspirations from their design? Oh wow, Roger.
We're usually given examples from Minky's pile of Prime concepts, or even the Prime Warframes. We take from that and then try to build it within the weapon.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have, I think, an example of you concepted the Lex Prime.
Yep, Lex Prime.
So that should be somewhere in the giant asset list of beautiful art. It's a JC original.
JC. It might be called the Lex Prime. Something like that.
It is.
It's in here somewhere.
It's in here somewhere. In the meantime, we can see Roger's mastery of the brush and what's going on with the old.
Let's see. Terminate all Grineer.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. So these are just like a bunch of different concepts for the Lex Prime for Minky to fool around with. None of these are the final because he took different ideas from them and then combined them together.
To one prime.
Yeah,
There can only
to
be
the
one.
ultimate prime. Yeah.
That's awesome. Right, so it's just basically white and gold and try
Yeah,
and have
white and gold.
intricate.
Little nice detailed rims for the prime.
Right.
Yeah, because that's
beautiful.
the main thing.
Do you prefer designing prime stuff just because it's so beautiful, or?
They're actually really hard to design for me. I like designing corpus weapons.
Yes. We have an interesting question about the old corpus question from Hapmer, who asks, when I look at some of the corpus technology and color choices, I'm reminded of old school sci-fi book covers from the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Has that period of influenced any one of you in particular, or do you draw inspiration from more contemporary works of art?
For me, I usually draw a reference from real life.
For corpus?
Yeah, for corpus.
They are
there's a
evil,
lot
you
of-
know, so you have to be really careful.
Yeah,
about it. Is
that's
it like
true.
this couch is so rigid and square?
That's right. I actually pulled, I think, a reference from an ink cartridge before.
That
so
would
there
make
you go.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
People do say their helmets look like old PC towers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Ink
DD.
cartridges. Oh, what's going on here, Roger?
Just one other sketch. I thought maybe again it's some sort of platform or I'm just gonna block that out.
Oh, wow.
Meditating.
Can you make it a bit bigger at all?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, like this is how I usually work. This size is so I can actually see
Right.
everything at one point. But I guess it is kind of hard to kind of focus on what's.
Oh, no, I actually can't see very well.
Oh.
But no, this looks amazing. So this is a multi-axis approach to the queen herself.
Yeah, maybe again, keeping the round shape language.
Wow.
In effect.
That is absolutely amazing.
So even at this point, I'm not worried about perspective. I'm just looking for a design that we could then maybe make into a 3D model and take it further, or again, looking for approval, looking for something that can start a conversation.
Oh, man. That's stunning. I'm absolutely entranced by what I'm seeing right now. So this is very, very... Oh, where'd it go? Roger.
Blank.
Oh, so like
no, it's okay. I was just kidding.
to me, like that's enough information. So then I was just going to start another one.
Right, so you would present that general concept to the team and say...
I would save each one of these out as a separate file. I think I like putting them as separate files, so the art directors have to look at them all.
Right, you will stare at every one of these.
Find if you put them all on one page, they can just blow by them a little too quickly.
Right.
So, and there might be even an aspect of some of these that they might want to incorporate into another drawing.
Right, because
So-
Janice said that she had those 4 Lex Prime sketches, and it ended
Yeah.
up being all 4 of them kind
Yeah,
of together.
all combined. Yep.
So that happens more often than you would think, I guess.
Oh yeah, for weapons for sure, because we concept at least 6 different thumbnails.
Do you have anything kind of coming down the pipeline for weapons?
Mine. A bow, maybe.
Can we take a look?
A fancy bow.
So you're starting a new one, Roger?
No, you know what? I'm gonna take this one because
Okay.
I think I like it the best, and see if I can put some color into it, put a little more detail. I'll show you what I would do next.
I look forward to that. And what do we have here, Janice?
This is my new bow that I'm working on. Just different ideas so far. It's a Tenno Bow. This is like super early process. There's a lot of things I still have to change.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, as far as weapon concepting a bow, you're dealing in the 2-dimensional, quote unquote.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
technical restrictions do you need to be aware of, knowing that certain bow functions need serious animation rigging?
Right.
They need
Usually it's the hand placement of how the Tenno's going to hold it, and I think it's usually based on the rigs. That's
Right.
what I always have to watch out for on
Right.
how it's handled by the Tenno.
right.
Yeah, and then from that they'll give me like adjustments or a quick 3D model of like this is where the hand placement is.
So don't put a giant
Yeah, that's right. Don't just put random stuff together.
right, because the Tenno need to be able to use it.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
the functionality of the weapons you concept, is that your first and foremost thought every time you're concepting things?
Usually it's the look, and then after that, how can this bow function well? And then I'll start researching how does a bow actually work.
Right. You're not an experienced archer
No,
in real life.
I wish.
No.
I want to learn it.
But maybe that'll help you on your path to arrow concepting, but those look amazing. So that's kind of a quick, those are silhouettes and functions of the potential next
Yeah.
bow.
Yep. Those are just quick concepts.
Excellent.
That's just a closer up bow up there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah.
that's so cool.
Dangerous
What I'll
bow.
do is I'll grab a screenshot.
Sure.
And I'll overlay it onto my drawing and try to get like a color palette.
Oh, excellent. So you have a screenshot there just of an in-game session?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah. Oh, wow. People said your bow looks like a fancy dread. Number 5 is sweet. There you go. You got
Cool.
some feedback on your concepts there.
Yeah, feedback. Community is the art director.
Totally. Chaos would ensue.
Yeah, chaos.
It'd be cool if you could melee with your bow as well.
Oh, that'd
I
be
think
cool.
To weapon designs, that would be pretty darn awesome.
Block bullets.
No, not dread. Dread is, oh yeah, I guess crafting dread. You have to kill Stalker
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
times. So don't replace the dread. This isn't replacing the
No.
dread.
No.
This is a new
Can't
bow.
replace the dread. That's too cool.
Dread is too good.
Yep.
I guess generally, so you have is that one of your screenshots, Roger?
Yeah, we usually play every week. Sometimes, well, it kind of depends on our workload, what we're doing. So I like Trinity. That's my favorite.
Trinity,
so
speak.
far.
Trinity.
Trinity is good.
Trinity.
Speaking of Trinity, Lactimid says Trinity Immortal Skin ?
Oh, I think that's coming soon. I
She's
don't
the
know.
only one without one,
Yeah, that's true.
save for Mirage, who's new.
Yeah.
And maybe Hydroid,
I
but
believe that's coming.
Okay.
Perhaps.
I was talking to Minky about it a bit, and it sounds like it's being worked on, but we can't find a design for it that
Right.
anyone's agreed on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's tough. She's a tough one.
lobster skirt.
Yeah, that's right. It's that part.
Yeah.
She's cool though because she's like a vampire type Warframe, so she definitely has some interesting patterns to work with.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of when, I suppose.
Yes.
So we've seen Roger do about 4 or 5 unique throne rooms for the Twin Queens. So with that in mind, Senketsu asks how much, not Senketsu, sorry. Flaming Fighter asks, how many changes does your concept go to before it's put into the game?
Oh, that depends. Actually, Roger can answer that.
That's a good question. It's hard to answer because when we finish a concept, it's pretty much out the door, and
Right.
a lot of times we'll see it in game and be like, oh, it changed because maybe the requirements changed, or maybe there was a time thing, or maybe what we did it couldn't actually be done in game.
Right.
So there's always these factors that we have that can change a concept, because again it's just an idea. The 3D artists, the environment artists, the character artists, they're artists themselves, and they can take it and push it to a new level. Do you know what I mean? Like they can take
Right.
our rough sketch and go forward.
Right. So, I mean, it could be anywhere from they love it and they just keep it as it is, or it looks...
For sure.
Or they can just give us revisions, or sometimes it's like a complete redo.
Right.
Yeah.
Nickelto was asking if we're going to be focusing on any realistic looking like guns in the future. Sometimes the Grineer rifles look like AK-47s, but sometimes some have a lot of organic.
Right. That depends on Minky. and what the style, like the art style is for each faction.
Right.
Usually everything has its own set art.
Right. So
Yeah, so it's hard to go realistic when you have to stick to like bulbous for a Grineer.
Right.
You can't stick bulbous stuff on an AK-47. It just wouldn't be an AK anymore.
it would be a gray K. Whatever Grineer one is there. Plasma bow, plasma arrows. So those aren't realistic, but they're cool.
Yeah.
That looks amazing, Roger.
Color.
Wow. So we are getting our Twin Queen throne room live concepted right now from Mr. Roger Adams. With this art in mind, do you think we're ever going to see an art book?
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Definitely coming.
Definitely coming.
Yes, it's coming. It's in the works.
It is.
Yes.
This much I know. So what are you adding in now?
The floor.
Oh, the floor.
Little details like that, they can add quite a bit.
I see. Buy Warframe. Oh, you just, what stamper are you using there?
No, this brush.
Okay. You're not erasing a Tenno with the Grineer, because
No, not.
people may take offense to that. Art book, yes. Woohoo! Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people are drawn to Warframe because of the art style, so it's very...
Oh yeah, it's very unique.
It is.
It's different.
What's another question from Harab. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever had to design in Warframe?
That's a question for Roger.
Yeah. I think it was Darvo's briefcase.
Darvo's briefcase.
He used it very sparingly, I think, but it was a pretty funny request from Daniel because it was used as kind of like his weekly deal or something like
Right.
that. So yeah, it was probably that.
Oh man. Well, there you go. Well, Darvo needs a briefcase.
That's
because
right. He's a businessman.
I know. He is. He's in it for the business, folks. Don't
Money.
get money. Credits and platinum.
Yeah.
That guy. Well, that's awesome. So Thanatosti asks, for concept art, do you guys think of the picture first and then try to fill in the uses, or is it the other way around?
That usually depends on what we get. If it's an environment, the picture is first, and then if the art director likes something within the environment, they'll be like, oh, what's this? Make it, like, detail it out more.
Like turn it into a prop or
Yeah,
turn it into
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And what's like, when you started concepting here as a co-op, you did environments?
Yes, I did environments, and I started doing the Warframe powers.
Right.
Yeah, I got like 30 icons to do, and it was really fun.
And you're doing one of those today on the
Yeah,
stream.
I am.
Excellent. So,
What's next?
I've lost control. We're still streaming,
right.
but I can't change anything. So if we can start and stop, that'd be a lot.
Okay.
Because we can't show anything new.
Okay. So you're seeing Roger's artwork come together here with color and the palette that he wanted from his screenshot, and it's looking stunning. And once this is done, we're gonna have to stop the stream for just about a second and restart because we've lost control to Major Tom.
Yeah.
So Dean's been trying to keep up with everything, but the computer, the actual broadcasting is, it's obviously happening because you can hear me, but we do need to restart it soon. So as we see Roger put the final touches on, I think.
Yeah, we can call it.
We'll quickly be right back in about 1 minute, and then yeah, we'll continue, and Janice and Roger will switch spots, and then we can take a look.
Icons.
So you're just getting all, oh, Roger, that looks so amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty much, honestly, I wouldn't even need to go to color at this point, but just to show like one way that it could look.
So pencils down, Roger. You
Pencils
see if you
down.
pass the test.
Hands up.
Okay.
Pencils down.
Save.
Oh, wow. So here we have the Grineer Twin Queens throne room.
Yeah.
And that was all done on our lovely Devstream 37. Thank you so much, Roger. That
You're
looks
welcome.
amazing. Viewers, sink it in. Look at the bulbous formations and asymmetrical. Oh, are you going to save this and send it to
Oh, I've saved it, but I'm just going to load Janice's tool presets
great.
for it. So I'll leave that up, but we can
We're going to stop broadcasting just for 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to revamp the stream. Just be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Stay.
All right, you guys can swap.
Okay, swapping time.
Go on.
It's going online right now.
We're back.
It should be.
All right, we're back with our 1 minute intermission. Means we got to give away some platinum.
Oh man, I'm close to
Here we go. Who's it going to be? Someone's winning 1,000 platinum, Roger. Can you even handle the hype? Are you logged in at your PC at your desk to win?
No, I don't think so. No.
All right. The winner of 1,000 platinum is Church Apex, spelt as you would think. Church Apex. You won 1,000 platinum. Message our Twitch page with your in-game alias, PSN ID, or Xbox Live gamer tag, and we'll hook you up with 1,000 platinum. And now we've swapped spots. We have Janice over on the concept side of things to do some live concepting, and Roger on the couch. Janice, what are you going to be concepting for us today?
First of all, your surprise. Meow frame.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Scratch, pounds, shred, and maul.
You did that from the Devstream thread?
Yeah. Just for fun.
Oh. So these are the power. Oh my god, I need this pet now. This is not fair.
Okay,
Meow
there we
frame.
go.
You can't torment. This is torment.
Frame. All right.
Look at Maul, those sneaky kitty eyes in the background with the claws.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh my god, that is amazing.
All right.
Oh, that's so good. So we have the Design Council also put a couple power idea sets together, and Janice is going to be live concepting their icons. So what you working on?
I'm working on Afski's powers. So here I've done a few different thumbnails. Usually I start off like this as like totally roughs with pencils.
Right.
That's just to get the main design down.
Oh, apparently the stream's dead. Just 1 second.
Oh no.
No.
As we're streaming.
Still loading. Geez, hold on. Let me check.
Loading.
Let me check. No, don't die.
It says it's back.
It's back.
It's back.
It's back.
Yeah, don't forget they're 60 seconds behind us.
Right.
So
Right. So maybe they saw the kitty things. Maybe they didn't.
If not, this is my thumbnail process. Just random doodles just to get the main idea down for each power.
Right. And the powers are.
Oh, and the powers are.
We
yes.
have Petrify, which
Yes.
turns enemies to stone. We have, that's the first ability. We have Shatter/Tremor, which is a second ability that sends out seismic energy. We have third ability, which is Rock Ward, creates a walk ward where the player is aiming. It's basically a buff. And then we have the Land of Terra, which is the fourth ability, which will turn the area around the frame into a barren rocky surface. Any enemy caught in the area will be petrified, while allies will be given a longer and stronger rock ward buff if they are also in the area. It will shake during the duration, causing damage and knocking enemies that enter the area.
Yeah. So after I've done all these roughs, I choose certain ones and then take them into Photoshop and choose and kind of clean it up for Minky to choose. So here we have Petrify.
Right.
So there's 4. And then Petrify was kind of a hard one because it's like a statue and
Right.
it's hard to show as an icon. So the only way I can show that is if I add this base here so it looks like they're stuck to the ground.
Oh, yes.
So let's try doing this one. So I take this, make a new one, paste it in. Oh no,
I
not
just want to recap what we're showing.
Yep. Oh, I just saw the kitty icons again. So what we're showing right now, we have Janice has taken 4 ability concepts from the design council and is making power icons for them that you, as a player, would see in your 1, 2, 3, 4 slot. So these are the icons. Janice is responsible for most of the icons in the game for your Warframe abilities, and we're concepting the ideas from
AFSCII.
AFSCII. And
AFSCII.
the example we gave was a kitty frame, and she did the kitty examples earlier, which were amazing.
Yes. Where is it? Meow frame.
There they are.
Okay. So when I clean it up, I usually just use the pen tool because it just makes all my lines neater.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think the thing about icons is that they need to be legible at a very small resolution
Yes.
and indicative of what exactly is going on.
Oh no. Oops. Okay.
So this one is the second ability?
First one, Petrify.
First one, this is Petrify?
So I'm just like cleaning it up.
Gotcha. Oh, wow.
So my hand's a bit shaky because I'm using a tablet and I don't usually use a tablet.
Roger, sabotage.
But that's okay.
I know. So that is what, you either use your tablet or your Cintiq crazy monitor. But
It's pretty heavy. I'm not sure even those desks could handle it. So.
oh, whoa. That's right. Heavier than a Shader X5 textbook. This is doing some damage to my legs, but I think we'll be okay. Awesome. So this is Petrify. Turn an enemy or enemies to stone. Maybe a cone-based CC. Could also inflict physical damage.
Yeah, so here I just have like an icon. So here's the main guy almost. Like a pretty abstract because that's all the icons that are required. They have to be abstract shaped.
Very much.
So yeah, here's the guy. He looks like he's frozen, and then here's the solid ground that he's stuck in,
Great.
which I should make neater. There we go.
Janice is really good at reducing a concept to its basic forms. I
Right.
think that's why her icons are very successful. She does all the badges that you guys get from the rewards.
Oh, so the event badges?
Event badges, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is excellent. We actually, the hotfix made it bigger because I think it went in the game 17% smaller than it should have been or
that
something.
sucks.
So, but now it's bigger, Janice, so everyone can see your icon.
Yay!
So Petrify. Oh,
Oops, it's not combined. Okay, there we go.
he's not
So that's-
petrified. You have to.
Not yet. Now he's petrified.
Ha-ha.
Stuck.
That's awesome.
And then, so yeah, that would be my process. And then Minky would just choose one of these or make adjustments to each of them.
So Land of Terra looks amazing
Land of Terra.
because that's his ultimate. So like, considering
do
that
this.
the ultimate is generally the shining part of all the frames.
Yeah.
Do you find you put the most kind of
Uh,
visceral approach into those, or?
They're more complex. Usually the first powers are like simple, like this one, for example.
Right.
It's like just simple and clean, and then as the powers progress, it just gets like chaotic.
Right, more and more detail in what the frames are capable of, I'm sure. What frame icon have you found the most fun to draw for, like set of powers?
Zephyr? Is that
Zephyr?
Zephyr, yes. Zephyr, because he's a bird, and I like birds.
Birds are your favorite.
That's right, birds.
So these are rock. This is like an earth theme frame that came from the design council from AFSCII. So that's what Jen. Are you gonna do a different concept or?
Oh yeah, I'm just cleaning these ones up.
Oh right.
Usually, yeah.
You get your silhouettes in and then.
Yes, these are like little Grineer guys getting tossed in the air.
Oh, poor Grineer.
or whatever. Any
Anyone.
enemies.
Infested. Bird lifters confirmed. So do you like bird lifters, Janice?
Bird lifters?
You don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't know what a bird lifter is.
Oh, that's okay. Don't attack her for it. It's fine.
Okay.
Bird lifters. All right. Well, I guess we can talk a little bit about. You spoke to props getting a lot of concept earlier, and how once you have the kind of theme down, we showed the underwater concept at Tenno Live, which was one of the upcoming tile sets. But my understanding, because I saw the file, was that you have some props coming in that regard as well that are actually quite revealing of the lore of a certain Grineer faction. Mm-hmm. So if we want to take a look at Roger, we'll start with RA, and I guess go from the top or go from.
Where do you want to start?
I think it was the first file.
Do you need your glasses? I see them.
I forgot.
Glasses are over
Awesome.
here. Oh yes. Thanks.
So just to recap, our first platinum prize was Jovial Warlord, and our second one was Church Apex, and we will do maybe one, maybe two, maybe three more. Who knows? Depends how giving Roger is.
I think it's cloning machine
We're
1.
gonna start with the clone.
Yeah, we're gonna go right to clone.
Alright.
Because what faction is cloned?
Cool. So this was my first pass on it. It's pretty simple. It's really the cloning, some sort of technology in the middle with cloning pods on the side. And I started to think that the Grineer would not be as sophisticated or wouldn't care so much as to use like skin cells or get down to that to the DNA part of it.
Right.
So if we go to the next image, the idea that I thought of was, well, what if they just melt Grineer Soldier and they sacrifice one to make two? So this idea got approved with some revisions. You can kind of see that the base of this device is very square. The footprint, Matt called it.
Right.
So he wanted to explore different shapes. So this part was actually pretty easy. The hardest part of concept is coming up with that idea. But if we go to the next one, I'm not sure. Okay, so he liked the design elements of it, where there was this thing in the middle that melted the Grineer, and then other pods where they would clone more.
So they suck out the DNA of the melted
the
Grineer
juice or
soldier.
whatever. Yeah,
The Grineer juice.
Grineer juice, and so I took the elements and just repositioned them, making some smaller, making some bigger, and just had more fun with it. And doing it in a side view like this lets you see how the design will look.
Right.
So if we now go to the next one, Dean, thanks. So I took those side views and I went into ZBrush and I just blocked out some very simple basic geometry that I can then paint over. So if we now keep going ahead, you can see that there's a big whip sign there. There's my perspective lines. But I took the very first drawing and started to expand on it to something that was more exciting. And you can tell that this concept looks a lot better than the very first one, even though the idea is still the same.
Holy crap.
So then if we keep going further, you can kind of see that, again, the idea is still the same, but the arrangement of these things are different, and it gives it like a different feel or...
That's faction and captured in one image. That's amazing.
For sure.
So you have oh my god. So is the general idea, and this, I don't know the answer. So we showed that the underwater tile set is coming. It's a Grineer underwater base. Is that the cloning research areas?
The underwater Grineer cloning, So
this is where this part of the Warframe history will start to formulate is underwater Grineer cloning labs.
Yes, yeah.
Amazing. So Janice's creature is kind of a thread. And actually I think we have announced that the next boss rework is Tile Regor, who is the father of Grineer cloning.
Okay, right.
So, I mean, it's all coming together now.
all coming
Just my head is exploding by connecting these dots. So don't mind me as I realize what's happening with the next tile set. But holy crap! And I think, there's more from Roger?
I think there's more. I think it's just, again, the third iteration, the different shape arrangement of it. But you kind of see in there's little Grineer Soldier melting away.
Yes. And I mean, a lot of players are like, why are we killing Tile Regor? He's the father of cloning. But it's not for positive purposes. He's taking clones and melting them into goo and turning them into clones.
Yes.
Oh god.
So this is the final drawing. I like doing, if I have time, I like doing like a back view, because if you look at the front view, there's a lot of questions that a 3D artist is going to have to answer.
Yes.
So doing a back view, it's interesting, and it's helpful, I think, to try to figure out what else they can do to make this.
Right. So I think actually, Janice, I know you're in the middle of doing our Warframe concept icons, but you actually have environment concept of Tile Regor's room as well.
I do.
I don't know if you want to speak to those while you're drawing as well as speaking, but I'm sure you guys work together on these general ideas.
3 here.
Tile Regor's room, did you see it?
I didn't. I've seen it, but
that's my concept.
That's a Janice. It's a JC.
It's my task.
There he is, the father
of
of Grineer cloning.
Yep. So this task got from Matt, and he told me this guy's pretty self-absorbed with himself. That's why he has his own like statue of himself, and it had to be like glorious.
Right. He is the glory of Grineer.
Yeah, glory father of cloning. So that's why I made him super big. I made that statue just like huge, just so he is the main attraction to that room.
Don't you forget why you're there.
Yeah, that's right.
All hail Till Rigger.
Yeah.
Or Tile Rigger, I forget what
Tile
Lotus says
Rigger.
at this point. Oh,
This is like a different idea that I got as a suggestion to make it, you know, the apes of evolution, kind of like that?
yes.
So almost like that. So he's carrying the world on his back.
He, of course, thinks he's the most important.
Yeah,
Which
he is the
kinda
world.
He's the reason why there are so many clones. Which
Yeah.
we have Roger's cloning machine plus.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. I'm horrified.
So this is just more like a different shape of the room. It's rounded
Right.
instead of
All
like
this.
the rectangle room.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Holy. He's the next boss rework, so.
We also have a navigation room.
Oh, that's my intern work. If you want
Yeah,
to show that. Yeah, that's my internship work.
It's a corpus room, all your square rectangles and printer cartridge-esque work.
Yes.
So you work on a lot of weapons as well. And how often do they not make the cut?
Pretty often. A lot
Not
of
because they're not good,
no,
sorry.
no, not because they're not good, but I think everything in the game is put in very careful.
Right.
Everything is very put in with a purpose and with again a lot of care and thought put into it. So sometimes weapons don't, especially when there's a variation of a weapon or a different faction type, like we're going to see here pretty quick.
Right.
That
I think we have an RA
yeah.
Corpus Flat Cannon.
Corpus Flat Cannon. I did the Grineer Flat Cannon, or it's called
The Dragoon?
Dragoon. Yeah, I like that gun. It turned out really well. I was really happy how the 3D artist was able to use a lot of the work that I did.
Right.
So this was, again, what does a Corpus Flat Cannon look like? So again, I start with side views of silhouettes, kind of like the environment sketch I did, and then I will start bringing them up and adding detail and
I think you have a second.
parts to it. Yeah, this one here. So Carrie chose this one because it was a little bit similar to they had a little difference of a functionality from the Grineer Flat Cannon.
The Grineer has the charge shot or
Charge shot, and it does spread on a horizontal plane.
like an accordion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this one was going to allow you to change the vertical arc of it, I suppose.
So an X. Oh, actually, I can tell you the X-axis with the formula. It's STO. I have no idea.
But I think Minky felt it was a little too similar to the Grineer one, so this one's kind of going to go on the back burner, and we're going to try again at another time.
Great. Did you have any in the old freeze ray? Did you like the way that one turned out? Did you see?
I hadn't seen that. No.
Oh, it's live now. You should check it out.
Okay.
You have to get the cryotic though, so you guys have to wait to craft it on your morning play sessions.
Right. Yes.
We'll see. That's excellent. So we have weapons, environments. Have you brought anything? Some more RAs.
Yeah, look at that obstacle course.
Ah,
I think
yes.
this turned out really well.
Yes. When are we getting more?
I don't know.
We need to. You guys, like I know they ask you guys for concepts a lot of the time, but we need more dojo activities. So
stuff, yeah.
maybe if you just keep concepting them, they will come. I don't know if
I
that.
really liked how, like, the original purpose of this was you kind of see how high Rhino is standing on there.
Is that a rhino brush or an actual?
No, it's just a Rhino screenshot that I
Oh,
took
damn it.
from it. But the main purpose of this, I wanted, because everyone loves to jump. You don't take fall damage in the game.
No.
And jumping and striking down your melee into the ground it's very satisfying. So that's how I wanted the start of the obstacle course to start. I wanted you to jump from this impossible height and then slam your melee into the ground, and then you start running up the side of the wall.
Oh yeah.
And I put enemies in there because in my mind I wanted this to be like an FBI training course. So you would have like static hologram enemies that you would just run, shoot, use your traversal skills to get to the end, and you have a points
Right. Score. Basically.
score,
Yeah.
so then you can compete with your clan members.
That's real. I mean, we have the.
Because I know you guys do your metagame during the
We do any
prime
meta,
time.
yeah.
So
But actually having a lead, I mean, there's leaderboards in the game for your weekly defense
Yeah.
waves and stuff, but I think this type of inter-clan competitiveness is huge, and I would
Yeah.
love to see that. But,
Yeah.
And you've concepted it, so
yeah, but again, I should have made a second drawing to show what I was talking about. I should have done like a side view and actually drew like arrows, like jump down, and that's when it would start.
oh, apparently
And
that's
then-
Vauban, not Rhino. I can't see that much detail from here, but
Oh, okay, yeah, I think it is Vauban.
so that's just
well.
chat.
Okay.
on the
Good
Roger.
one.
That's all right. That's excellent. So when you, I guess for the, I guess you haven't been tasked with any more obstacle courses for the
No.
dojo?
Oh, sorry.
Don't make me read from Shader X5 Advanced Rendering Techniques,
Read 'em.
because that's where I'll start. Cloth without cloth. Sounds very
Sounds
philosophy.
exciting.
I know. How do you make cloth without cloth? This is a good Trinity question, actually. This was a very, I forget the word. It's a movie with John Cusack. Serendipity that I would open it to this page.
Okay.
Because Trinity needs cloth.
The
but
girls love John.
that's for, pardon?
Nothing good.
Sorry, just kidding. Do you have any other RAs?
Yeah, I got a bunch. You said to pick some favorite stuff.
Yes. Yes, actually, one of our questions is what's the most favorite thing you've ever concepted? Most fun for you to design from Harab again.
It's not this, but you can go to the one above it. This one, I like this one.
Ceres
this is-
shipyards?
Huh?
There's shipyards on
Yeah,
Ceres?
shipyards,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
I kind of want to play with like a wide lens. I like to try to learn about that stuff. I know it's very important to think about that. So, yeah, I just liked how this turned out. I don't think it was used at all, but it was a lot of fun.
It's beautiful. It's very Grineer.
Yeah, I like how that whole set, the whole art set turned
Great.
out. It's great.
Yeah, that looks amazing. Very Mordor, as they call it.
Oh, go ahead. Do you have something?
I actually just have a question as Janice is doing the icon for the Design Council Earth Frame Power set idea. Stallord D asks, I've noticed that frames, as they've been developed, they take on a more alien and fantastical appearance, while a lot of the original frames have a sleek and modern design. So I know you guys, generally Minky does all the frames, but have you noticed this shift, and how do you adapt your artwork based on this potential shift in design? Or do you have any comments on that claim?
Well, no, he's right though. But I think it goes to the fact that the artists are more comfortable with the art set.
Right.
Like Minky keeps pushing what he can do in ZBrush, and so everyone is getting just more and more comfortable, and that's why you see this advancement in it. So. Yeah, so again, as people get more comfortable with the art sets and the tools, you'll see more advancement. Like you look at how much effort went into the Lisette redesign.
Yes.
So again, it just takes time.
You finally get it, and you can take all the things you've learned about designing for these things and put them together. I think,
sure.
I don't know, I would say that Mirage, like she's very exotic looking, but she's definitely more reined in compared to Hydroid, I would
Exactly,
say.
yeah.
So
That's a
I
good
don't know if
assessment.
it's going to be like a continuous snowball effect of how weird can we make our frames,
Right.
but each one is so unique that I'm sure like that shows itself in the whole process of ability and effects design to concepting the icons,
Right.
because Mirage, you had to do a disco ball basically, Janice. So how do you,
A disco ball?
for Mirage,
Oh,
for Prism, when you had to do the last ability icon?
oh man, I don't remember that. But she was like the hardest one to design out of all Warframes. Her icons were challenging.
They're very challenging.
Yeah.
I think you knocked it out of the park.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear.
So yes, we have our Earth frame icons. What one is this that you're doing?
Rockward.
Rockward.
So this is like a shield. These arrows are like, oh, they're upgrading, so that's why they're pointing upwards.
You
Excellent.
can kind of see in iterations. She's adding more design elements as she goes.
Is your work primarily very iterative?
Oh God, yeah. You saw how many of the cloning machines, so it does go through several steps.
Did you save the final result for that?
What?
Did you save the final document or?
Of that thing I did? Yeah. I
Okay,
think
well,
so.
definitely need to post that in the forums
Yeah,
after.
for sure.
Excellent. We have a question from Ukami Mihonto. This may be off base, but I've been wondering, have there been any concepts being considered for new armor skins, like ceremonial or samurai skins for the frame?
Oh, I did a ceremonial one for, it was going to be a dojo artifact, I believe, but we kind of put it on the back burner. I don't think it got approved, but we kind of put it aside for a while.
That's all right. Maybe one day we'll get those out there. I also have another question. Do you guys have any art relating to the Sentients? Potentially a new faction?
No.
I saw a big link. Do you have Did you get the photo I emailed you, Dean? I emailed it almost during the stream, so I don't know if you would have got it. But I saw a certain empty space on the old
Secret.
concept art. I don't know if you can zoom in enough, Arthur, but I took a photo.
Oh boy.
I don't know if this
I don't think it's going to show.
I don't think this is
much
going to
yet.
work at all.
Well,
Plus it's a dark
I
room.
got it.
You got it?
I can't really. Yeah, hold on. Give me a second.
Dean will get it up.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Dean. I sent it as we were walking over, so that's fine. So we saw Janice's creature. We saw your Grineer cloning props.
Yep.
And we know those are coming with the underwater world. What else are you working on?
We're working on new art sets.
Art sets.
Yeah.
So it's always one step ahead.
Yep.
So now that
We're working on art sets that are, I think, going to be around February. I think someone told us. So.
Someone.
Yeah. Oh, Eric.
Oh, here comes the picture. What could it be? Because I saw a Corpus, I saw a Grineer, I saw Orican, and then I saw a big empty space with a question mark.
Right. There is a big empty gap above Eric.
Potentially for the next faction?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh. Secrets.
Secrets. That is quite secretive too. Oh my goodness. Does that excite you to have to, not have to learn, but to what a whole new faction will offer you in terms of diversity in art?
For sure, yeah.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
I wonder if Chad has any questions for our concept art team. We are wrapping up. I'm going to do our last platinum prize now, which will be 1,000 platinum coming to someone logged in and watching. Maybe it's going to be Roger Adams.
I think so.
Here we go. Who's it going to be? Casardis! Oh my god! Casardis, C-A-S-A-R. I played with you last night. We did some of the event together. Casardis, you won 1,000 platinum. I know your name, so I'll hook you up after the show, unless you want it on an Xbox or PSN account that I don't know about. But as far as I know, you're playing on PC and you won 1,000 platinum. So Janice's icons are coming together here for our Earth/Rock frame.
Yeah.
Chat, what do you guys, are there going to be more throwing weapons?
Oh, there's always new weapons. I'm working on some cool things right now.
Like what?
I don't think I can say. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
So,
Top secret.
Top secret.
Are we ever going to see a redesign of old frames?
that's something you'd have to ask Minky.
Right.
It's such a classic design.
Yeah.
That you would say, well, I think it's kind of like the anchor point for the game. You know.
Right.
So why? There's a question about we could add another level of polish or.
Right.
Whatever, but I think he looks pretty cool the way he is.
Changing Excalibur when we have a statue of him made and players have bought statues. I don't think that's happening.
No, I think it's...
I guess a question from some dude 1000 is, do community suggestions get considered during concepting?
Community suggestions?
Community suggestions, community work, community ideas. When you're in the concepting phase, how often do you refer to community things, or what is your thoughts on existing community concepts?
Well, I read the forums and I actually will play publicly with people. I watch a lot of Twitch streams. I'll be at home and just load up and see who is playing and what are people talking about.
Right.
So those do play into some part of it, but there is an area where, as a concept artist, I don't like to look too much at outside sources because they're asking me for my ideas and my input. If I were to take an idea from a different source, that wouldn't be, first of all, it wouldn't be right. And that's because that's that person's idea.
Right.
But I'm always looking for reference and seeing what other people are doing and whatever. But when I get a task, it's really my task. They're asking me for my input.
Right.
So.
You are on the team to do this task from your expertise in all the areas. And Janice has finished up with Earthframe.
Yeah.
Is that
Earth frame is done.
Did the frame have any? I saw ASCII did it. It was just an Earth themed frame. And here we have the powers.
Yeah, done. Powers.
Very earthy. I feel like I'm watching earthbending. That's amazing.
Yes, that's a main inspiration.
Main inspiration here is
right
earthbending.
Here. Where is it?
I saw
this one right there is a main
Toph's
inspiration.
little tent that she makes. Yes, that's amazing. Icons for the win.
Yes. All right, there we go.
I'm amazed, and amazing is what they're saying. Nature frame would be pretty nice. Oberon should be a nature warframe. Well, paladin-ish and a little druid, I suppose.
Earth frame, yeah.
That is awesome. There's your power icon.
And meow frame.
Thank you, Janice. I guess you can hop on back to the couch now. The kitty icons.
Kitty, I'll leave it on. Meow frame.
Meow frame.
All right.
Maul is OP. I guess it's basically Hysteria, right? You got your claws out and you just scratch. Cat frame. Janice, you rock. Toph Prime confirmed?
Top prime, that's great.
That's right. Excellent. That's got to be a Toph frame. Oberon Druid, some emoticons there. Artists, do you believe that the game's approaching real is brown?
What?
Real is brown in quote, I'm assuming. Artists, do you believe the game is approaching real is brown? How much effort are you putting in to try and avoid it? I'm going to Google search real is brown in case
Yeah,
that's
I don't understand.
artistic philosophy that you should know. Main real is brown. It's a TV tropes. Real is
TV
brown.
tropes.
Desaturating or heavily tinting a game a single color for the sake of realism, usually to a sepia effect, sometimes blue or gray.
Oh.
I think that's a question for the lighters.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
the lighter
it's,
question.
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
have
I
an
see what they're
answer.
saying. When games try and go super realistic, they put the filter on, desaturate it, make it
Oh,
round.
okay.
There you go.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we usually don't do that type of thing.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Corpus is far from brown.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Corpus is like white, grayish.
White and gold.
White, gray.
Or if you're in the void, if you're in the derelicts, there's
Yeah, they all
the
have
color
their own
palette
They,
color
is
they have their own,
palettes.
their own
it's
color
enormous.
theme. So
Excellent. Do you have any companion concepts beyond Kubros?
no.
No, we haven't gotten any.
Any
yet.
requests? Well, we'll change that.
There should be a bird companion.
Bird companion. Well, you can put the parrot skin on the sentinel.
That's true. I do have that.
I would hope so.
And it works.
And any other concept art questions from chat? We have many. We've gone over 2 live concepts. We had the Grineer Queen's throne room. We did the power icons for an earth frame idea.
Yeah.
And we have, we should get a Corpus trading hub tile set. Did you guys do any concepting for the hubs that are coming, the relays? They're very Tenno themed.
I think Sean
That
did a
might
lot
be-
of
yeah,
that stuff.
Sean did a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there is a 3D version of them that we showed on like 6 Devstreams ago. So I just wondered,
Okay. It might be, that's probably Sean's task.
any ideas for the queens themselves? You did their throne room.
No, for me, no, because Mickey will blow something out of the park for sure. Because I did some original sketches for Durf and
Nerf and Durf.
Durf and Neff.
Durf and Neff, yeah, that's
Neff and Durf.
Yeah.
And his Durf is amazing. I don't think you've shown it yet.
I don't
so
think we-
it
oh.
is amazing.
Ooh, more
Excellent.
secrets.
More secrets. Secrecy. Any more rooms or upgrades for the dojo? I think we've had the aquarium concept
Yeah.
around, but there's no.
I have extra rooms, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Maybe one?
Maybe one shooting gallery?
Is that happening?
Right.
Maybe.
Because you're
I don't know.
concepting it, so
Yes, I'm concepting it.
that's great news for our
Yeah.
players. They've been asking for that forever, so it's joyful to hear, I'm sure. Any?
That's
big-
about it for the dojo. That's all I've got.
Are you working on any
No, just new art sets.
art sets for the underwater cloning?
Yeah, but further than that too.
Oh.
After that.
Yeah, way further.
No one knows. Derp has been confirmed for a while now, it's true, but we haven't seen him yet. Roger, how long have you used Photoshop for?
I think since version 4, and now they're up to like
CS4 or
14?
Photoshop 4?
No, just Photoshop 4.
Oh, yes.
Years.
Yeah,
Years.
Years
yeah.
and years.
Years.
What's more difficult, outdoor or indoor spaceship levels in general?
Neither really.
I like both.
Like you mean like interior or
Interior.
exterior?
I think so. Because we have the vast
Yeah.
ice
Right.
lands that just got teased and released in the preview event. So is that
Exteriors
great?
are fun because you get to explore different landscapes. Usually interiors they have their set rules already for them.
Great.
So
That's
if
true.
it's outside, I'm like, oh, it's a forest. Yay, green.
A bird would be in that tree.
Yeah.
Who designs the Prime Warframes?
Minky.
Minky.
And you do the Prime weapons.
Yeah, we do the weapons.
Excellent. I guess we'll do one more platinum prize because everyone's been so
Yes,
excited about the
platinum.
concept
More
art.
platinum.
Here we go.
These comments are really funny. I do play on PS4.
Winner, chicken dinner. Who's it going to be? It's Nexus Decay. It's Nexus Decay.
Okay, currently following.
That's 1,000 platinum for you. Message our Twitch page with your in-game alias, PSN ID, or Xbox Live gamer tag, and we'll hook you up with 1,000 platinum.
Yeah, platinum. More platinum.
I feel like it's Nexus Decay has won before, but
Maybe.
that's just 37 streams and 43 prime times
that's right.
talking, so who knows? But yes, excellent. I guess we'll take, on which platform did you play? You already answered that.
No, I play on PC, but I also play on PS4.
Excellent.
Yeah, PC for me.
So you're at your desk and you
Yeah,
can just...
playing.
Excellent. Yes, we just did do another 4th platinum prize, so congratulations to our winners. We had Jovial Warlord, Church Apex, Cassardis, and It's Nexus Decay, all as winners for our 1,000 platinum prizes. Way to go. And we've done tons of questions. You guys have both live concepted some things. Any last thoughts on what you live concepted, what people can expect?
I'd say that what I did is just
The bare
nothing.
minimum. It's the
It's really just like having fun.
What can you do in 30 minutes for a
Right.
throne
The whole
room?
idea, everything like that could totally change or
Right.
or whatever. So yeah.
And rock frame maybe one day.
Yeah, rock frame. That'd be cool.
We have the icons ready now.
Yeah,
so
that's
just build the rest of the frame.
Or cat frame.
Frame, nail frame.
Oh, that was so good.
I gotta pitch that.
I know. We'll make it happen, Janice. With
Yes.
the power of our minds combined, it can't fail. Do you guys have online portfolios?
Yep.
You both do? If you want to say your
You
website.
could just Google my name, Roger Adams. That's
Yeah.
you'll get it.
Mine too. Just put Janice Chu and then blog, and then you'll see it.
There you go.
See a bunch of art.
A bunch of art.
bunch of art.
Excellent. Minky is love. Minky is life. That's where it's at currently.
Always Minky.
For sure.
Cat frame prime. Cat frame prime.
Confirmed. Chat has said it. No
Golden
exception.
Cat.
All right. So there is a golden cat, the little orc kitty, and there's
right,
50 or so of them, maybe more,
Yeah.
in every level. But yes, that's it for today's Devstream 37 24-hour reactor blueprint coming soon on all platforms. We did platinum prizes. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was wonderful.
Yeah, it's fun.
Thank you
This was the best.
for inviting us.
Thank you for coming and
really fun.
showing off the Warframe concept art. Anything? Any closing remarks?
No.
That's it. All right.
Really
Well,
fun.
yes,
Nice seeing everyone.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for helping in this hot area of the Devstream room. Arthur, Dean, and Danielle, and everyone moderating. Thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the next Devstream.
Yes.
Goodbye.